faithful, and welcome to Heaven's Metal Streaming Radio here on YouTube. I'm your host, Kevin Crothers, station manager for Heaven's Metal Streaming Radio and staff writer for Heaven's Metal Magazine. It's been a long time since I've done any kind of a video update. Probably one of the easiest ways for me to connect with you listeners and those of you who follow the YouTube channel as well. I don't want to make this real long. I've made this video like 3 or 4 different times, and I think I'm making this too complicated. So anyway, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, Heaven's Metal Streaming Radio. We are on Live 365. They have a downloadable app. You can sync, I do this in my car. You download the app, you sync it, Bluetooth on your phone, as it were, and, poof, you're listening to Heaven's Metal Streaming Radio in your car. Or we're also on the Get Me Radio platform, which is another online avenue. There's an app. You can download it to your Roku box if you have a Roku, or your Roku TV. There also, Get Me Radio is on Alexa. It's also on Apple. It is a lot of places. It's on Fire TV. And again, if you have that type of technology set up, you can stream it through your house, and hey, voila. There's a couple of big, apps that you have to pay now to get onto, and we just don't have the budget for that. It costs us about $80 to $100 a month to keep the station on the air. I really want to thank our sponsors, a couple of the guys who, monthly contribute even just a small amount, and we also like to thank Roxx Records for their continued online support and their monthly generosity to help keep Heaven's Metal Streaming Radio on the radio, on the internet. And then I pay the balance out of my own pocket. I buy the CDs myself. I get occasional freebies, and I mean occasional, and that's okay. But most of this stuff I pay for out of my own pocket because of the love that I have, of how important music with a Christian point of view has had in my own life since 1983, 1984. And I just like to be able to share that with others. And, like I say, we are the online radio station of Heaven's Metal Magazine. Yes, that Heaven's Metal Magazine, Doug Van Pelt, so on and so forth. You can go to heavensmetalmagazine.com, news, reviews, and interviews. And we may not be quite as prolific as we used to be, but, these days, who is, honestly? Some of you are probably going, well, what do you play on this station? I tune in and I hear bits and bops and this and that. We play rock, hard rock, and heavy metal. And I would say, over 50% of it is heavy metal, easily. Now, do we play just classic bands? No. Yes, we do play Res Band. Yes, we play Striper. Yes, I play Bloodgood, Barren Cross, Barnabas, the bands from the 80s and early 90s, of course, we play those. But they are a small part of what we play. I mean, I have the latest from Saint. Yes, they are a heritage or classic band, but that new song, Immortalizer, absolutely kicks butt. It cranks. It is heavy metal 2024. Brand new Human Code. Brand new Motivic material. We play their singles. Have you heard of Delohim? They're from Brazil. They are a power metal, heavy metal band. Great stuff. Brand new stuff from The Lead. We play their current single. How about Raid, R-A-I-D, on Rottweiler from India? We play their stuff. The latest from Worldview, Treasure Seeker, Cave Noir. They're a punk metal outfit featuring members of Krieg. How about Forfeit the Untrue from South Africa? Modern metal, not metalcore. But more just heavy type stuff. I don't know, like Soulfly, maybe not. But it is not metalcore, but they're heavy. Grave Forsaken from Australia. Yes, the latest singles from Extol. The latest stuff from Millennial Reign. The latest stuff from Demon Hunter. Yes, I play Demon Hunter. Some of you are going to go, oh my gosh. But of course, you play Striper too. And occasionally we'll get the more AOR stuff. We play a huge selection of music on Heaven's Metal Streaming Radio. I can't emphasize that enough. And we have over 1,000 listeners a month. That's conservatively. That's people who sign in for at least a minute or two. Initial plays, it's closer to 3,000, which is much shorter period of time. But we get a lot of play. And I want to thank you, the listeners, for making Heaven's Metal Streaming Radio, frankly, very successful. We don't make any money. This is, like I say, way back in the day, I did a cassette only. If you remember what a little cassette tape is, it was called The White Metal Show. And that was in 1986, 1987. You sent me a tape for $2. I dubbed this show thing I made in my bedroom, and I mailed it back to you. And I've heard just some amazing stories that blow my mind about how far this little cassette thing got to, until I found someone had uploaded. There were 10 episodes, uploaded all 10 episodes on the internet. So you hear this 18, 19-year-old kid playing stuff like Zur Gabriel, or TNK, or Golgotha, or Bloodgood, or, a Soldier, or Tempest from Ohio, things like that. Because I realized this was back then, my thought was most places you can't go in and hear this stuff. So what do these bands sound like? Now we have everything at the tip of our fingers, and I just want to always, try to present as wide a swath of artists as possible. If you use the Live 365 app, you can it will link you to Amazon if you want to buy the MP3 files. I know so many people now, I don't buy anything, I just play Spotify. Fine. Whatever. But I try to keep in contact as best I can with the bands that provide, and the stuff, honestly, right now, yes, we've got new material from White Cross. The Fear No Evil album here came out earlier. For some of you are going, White Cross, they're too lightweight for me. Okay, well, I've got the new album from Flood. We've got a couple of tracks from both of these albums playing currently. Also, hey, don't forget Kevin Pike's new album, Heavenly Realms. The title track, all of these have tracks in rotation. I try to break them out, not by genre anymore, but by year. So you'll get a song from 2024, maybe a song in the 2020s, a song from 2010, so you got a 10-year span, a song from 2000, a song from the 90s, song from the 80s, and kind of rotate through this. And then I have the what I call hot tracks. These are hopefully the latest singles that's from new releases, and I try to play that hot track segment 3 to 4 times a day. And there's like 20 or 30 songs usually, so it rotates. I know the last couple of days, Saint has been getting some play. Human Code has been getting some play. Right now, as of this recording, we just played All for the King, The Shelter. We played Deliverance, Lord of Dreams. I played Res Band, Area 312. But also the Princess Project reissue, Blood Brother, and Liaison, My God is a Rock. Now, some of you are going to go, those are all old bands. Okay, yeah, they are, in a sense. They are all old bands. But let me do this. I'm going to pull up the hot track sequence, and I've got Raid, brand new. The song off their Dominion release is called Aftermath. Human Code, Annette Olsen, former lead singer of Nightwish. Her latest album is called Rapture. This is a Christian lyric-based album. There's not it's not metaphor, it's not allegory, it's not alluding to. There is so much blatant Christian lyric on this record. It is symphonic metal. I'm playing the latest from POD. I already mentioned Delohim and Cave Noir, Millennial Reign, their new stuff. I've been playing the latest single from Signum Regis, latest from Demon Hunter, Worlds Apart. How about Leah, Icons of Industry, Chosen Stranger, Forfeit the Untrue, Calamity Kills, Iron Wrath, Divine Martyr, The Way of Cain, their 4-song EP, is brilliant, proggy, melodic metal. It's brilliant. And occasionally I throw some old stuff into that, just to kind of break it up, Rob Rock, Holy Hell, But the bottom line here is that I try to play a huge swath of stuff. This includes my little podcasty thing, The Throne Room, which I really try to make sure plays on Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific. But it also plays earlier, usually 6 a.m. Pacific, which is 9 a.m. on the East Coast. Try to spin it also at noon, and then replays throughout the week. I know usually I try to play it overnight as well. Again, I really want to say thank you to you, the listener and the viewer. This video is going on a bit longer than I had hoped. I just want to say thank you for making Heaven's Metal Streaming Radio. I feel like at this point, because last year, honestly, folks, I really was contemplating calling it a day. Last year was a rough year as far as just trying to determine what's what. And we've been on air for over 6 years now. 6 years. So I hope you enjoy the video. Give it a like. Subscribe to the channel. I will try to get back to doing some, reviews or more top 10s. If that's what you want to see. But I really just thank you. May God bless you. And really quickly, I want to thank our partners out there, not just Heaven's Metal Magazine, but the guys at Area 312. Okay, we want to thank the guys at Torrential Riff. I want to thank the guy, Dave Cruz out there. He's coming and done his thing on occasion with the radio station. Same thing with Warriors Night Out. I want to thank, the Metal Onslaught. I want to thank the GUR. I want to thank, Solid Rock Radio. Some of these guys, we've had brief interludes, but we're all on the same team. And I would love to see, if you guys want to host the Throne Room or we cross-pollinate a little bit, I'm cool with that. Anyway, enough of this. You got better things to do than listen to me yap. And I hope you get a chance. Christian Geeks, I know I bashed you. I based you guys sometimes on Facebook. I apologize. But just a shout out to you guys. I listen to you. Joel Walker, bro, what are you doing? Hope you're doing well. And anyway, enough of my yapping. May you never forget to say your prayers. And God bless. Till next time, my friends. Peace.